Share my screen. Okay, Tzvi, let's go. We're going to learn the next Mishnah in Megillah. So if you remember what we did, let's just quickly do a bit of a recap. We spoke about if you read the Megillah the wrong way around, the opposite way around, then we said then you don't fulfill your mitzvah of doing it. Then we said that different languages that you can read in it, and then we spoke about falling asleep while you're reading it. We spoke about that it has to be written with certain things. It has to be written with what? It's got to be written with the Hebrew letters. It's got to be written on klaf, as you mentioned yesterday, and it's got to be written with specific ink. Okay. Now this becomes a very, very, very important halacha, because we know. Do you know that there are two Purims? Do you know that? There are two Purims. Do you know when they are? What dates they are? So do you know what dates the two Purims are?
It's got to be written with specific ink.
On the 14th of Adar and 15th.
Excellent. So on the 14th and 15th of Adar. Alayona Spitz, you made it just in time for the new Mishnah. Well done, hello boy. Okay, so we're busy looking at the Mishnah. Sorry, let me just get it to you. We're looking at the Mishnah. How's it, boy? Okay, so we're saying the following. So there are 2 days of Purim. The one day is the 14th of Adar. That's the day that we have our normal Purim and that we all know about, right? But there's also the day of the 15th of Adar. That's Purim. Why is the 15th of Adar Purim? What day is the 15th of Adar? Hello, Yonatan Shirazi. What's the 15th of Adar, guys? If the 14th of Adar is Purim, what's the 15th of Adar? Yeah, just answer. Don't.
Purim.
Which Purim?
Purim number 2.
Purim number 2, correct. But we call it Shushan Purim. So Shushan Purim is the day where, if you remember from the Megillah, that in the Megillah it told us that everybody they won the war on the 14th, and on the 15th the people of Shushan asked to be able to protect themselves for another day. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you that on the on my screen, so we can actually look at that thing inside the Megillah. Can you guys see my screen that it's going all strangely getting different things now? Can you see that? Can you see it? I've pushed Tanakh. Now we're going to go from Tanakh. We're going to go all the way down to Megillat Esther. We're going to go in Megillat Esther to, I think it's chapter 8 or 9. Let's go to chapter 9. Here we go. I think this is where it is. Here we go. Let me just check. Yeah, here we go. So let's see what happens. Let's go through the whole thing. Okay, so it says the following. We're going to read it through. Okay, I'm going to do it only in the English so that it makes it easier for everybody. Now look here. This is what happens. Look, that's quite amazing what happens. The whole war, right? We know. But Am Yisrael, the Jewish people, are terrified of what's going to happen. And so it says here, and on the 13th day of the 12th month, which is the month of Adar. So on the 13th of Adar, what's special for us on the 13th of Adar, guys? It's the day before Purim. What happens? What do we have? We have a fast day. And what's that fast day called? Anyone know? Ta'anit Esther. It's the fast of Esther, right? Special Ta'anit Esther. So on that 13th of Adar, when the king's command and decree was to be executed, meaning they were going to do exactly what the king said they could do, the very day on which the enemies of the Jews wanted to beat the Jews, the opposite happened. And the Jews got their enemies in their power. Have you heard of that? Do you know that song? V'nahafach, 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 v'nahafach. Have you heard that song? V'nahafachu. So that means v'nahafachu means the opposite happened. That's the biggest thing of Purim, is that the opposite happened from what everybody thought would happen. So what happens is, throughout the provinces of King Achashverosh, the Jews gathered together in their cities to attack all the people that tried to hurt them. And they were so powerful that no one could hurt them. All the officials of the provinces, I'm here in the third verse. The governors, they showed deference to the Jews. That means they were scared of the Jews. Why? Because they were scared of who? They were scared of Mordechai. They were scared of Mordechai. Why? Because Mordechai was so powerful now, that Mordechai was so unbelievable. It's quite amazing how strong Mordechai became as the person that the king now wanted to give so much honor to. So it says here, if Mordechai was powerful in the royal palace, his fame was spreading, and the man Mordechai was growing even more powerful. So what did the Jews do? So they struck the enemies with the sword. They went and they fought against the enemies, and they destroyed them all. And now look at this. In the fortress of Shushan, the fortress of Shushan was the capital city of Persia. That's where where the capital city lived. The Jews killed how many people? 500 men. Oops. Hold on, what happened there? Sorry, guys, I don't know what happened there. They killed 500 men. They killed. Now, do you know who these people are? Parshandata, Dalphon, Aspata, Porata, Adalia, Aridata, Parmasha, Arisai, Aridai, and Vaizata. Do you know who those people are? Those are the 10 sons of Haman. They killed them all. But you know what they didn't do? You know, sometimes when people go to war, what they do is that they win the war and then they'll take all the property of the people that they won the war against. But the Jews didn't do that. They didn't want the property. Yes, Jonathan.
Oh, was it Haman's sons who killed the Jews, or was it the Jews who killed Haman's sons?
No, the Jews killed Haman's sons. And they hung him. Remember, there was that massive gallows. There was that big tree that they built to hang Mordechai. So they hung them all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can I tell you something amazing, guys? When we read the Megillah, these things, I want you guys to do something for me now. I want to see if you can. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Take a deep breath. The deepest breath you ever taken, and hold it. And I want you to read these names without taking another breath. Are you ready? They also killed 1, 2, 3, deep breath. Pashandata, Dalphon, Aspata, Porata, Adalia, Aridata, Parmashta, Arisai, Aridai, Vaizata. So when the Baal Korah, the person reading the Megillah, he reads all these names in one breath. Why? Because they were all killed at the same time. And they were killed, and that showed that Haman had no power over Am Yisrael any longer. Okay? So now the king said to Esther that there were 500 people killed and the 10 sons of Haman. So now, what do you want now? So this is what Esther says. And this is why. So that is on the 14th day of Adar, was the day where they rested. There was no longer any more fighting because they won the war. But Esther said, let the Jews in Shushan be permitted to act tomorrow as they did today, and let Haman's 10 sons be impaled on the stake. That's a bit grim. Okay? So the king said that this must be done. And they said the 10 sons were killed, and the Jews in Shushan came again on the 14th of Adar, and they killed another 300 people. But again, they didn't take any of the things. So the 13th of Adar was the day that they fought. Okay? In the rest of the provinces, they rested on the 14th day. They did everything that they need to do. But in Shushan, which is the capital city, what did they do? They fought another day and killed another 300 people that were coming to attack them and to hurt them. They didn't just kill them. They killed the people, the enemies. So therefore, we have two Purims. We have the Purim of the rest day of the 14th of Adar, and we also have the Purim of the rest day of the 15th of Adar. But the 15th of Adar is only for the people in Shushan. So Chazal, our sages, said, you know what? Let's take Shushan. Shushan was a special city. It had a wall around it. Has any of you guys been to Yerushalayim? You been, Jonathan? Tzvi, have you been? Not. Okay. So Yerushalayim is a city. You've all seen the city. Let's see if we can get a picture of it even. Let's see if we can get a picture of the city of Jerusalem from above. because then you'll be able to see what it looks like. Just want to find you a nice image. And there we go. You can see in this picture. Can you see in this picture? Let's close this. You can, where is it? Where's a better picture? So the city of Yerushalayim is surrounded by a wall. Not the Kotel. There's a wall around the whole city. And I'm trying to find a good picture, but I can't really find a good one. But the city is surrounded by a wall. So Chazal said that Shushan was surrounded by a wall. And since Shushan was surrounded by a wall, you know what? What we're going to do is that we're going to say any city that was surrounded by a wall from the time that Yehoshua came and conquered the land of Israel. Does anybody know what the first city was that Yehoshua conquered? Was the city of Jericho. And what did Jericho have around it, Tzvi?
Walls.
A massive wall. So whatever city had a wall around it from the time of Jericho, okay, that city celebrates Purim not on the 14th of Adar like us, but on the 15th of Adar. And that's why if you are in Yerushalayim on the 14th of Adar, it's not Purim. Because the 15th of Adar is Purim. You understand that? But this year is a problem. Why is it a problem? Anybody know why this year is a problem in Yerushalayim to have Purim on the 15th of Adar? Yona Spitz, tell us.
Because it's a leap year.
No, even better than that, because it's... What day is Purim, guys? Anybody know? What day does Purim fall out this year?
Shabbat.
Friday.
Oh,
So
Friday.
Purim falls out on Friday, which means that Shushan Purim falls out when? Who said it? Shabbos. So Shushan Purim falls on Shabbos. Can you read the Megillah on Shabbos? Yes or no?
No.
No way. Okay. You're not allowed to read the Megillah on Shabbos. So if that's the case, do you know that this year is unbelievable? Because every single Jew throughout the world that is going to be reading the Megillah, normally there are people who read it in the cities, they read it on the next day. But this year, everybody is reading the Megillah on the same day. Now, we've just explained that was the introduction to the Mishnah that we're going to learn, please God, tomorrow when we come back on. Mr. Raber, nice to see you. But we start at what time, guys? 6 o'clock. Let's be on time, because if we're on time, then we can learn more Torah. Have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night, guys. I'll check you all tomorrow. Thanks for joining. Raven, nice to see you. God bless.